beautiful people. Welcome back to another live section on Ask Jason's Mom. I will sincerely apologize for not going live last week. I had a lot on my plate and I decided to move it to this week. You're welcome. So, today we'll be talking about stress in parenting. I know I've talked about depression, but that one is more like a general subject matter. I also talked about balancing life as a mother, talked about the journey of motherhood. So I've gone live for these topics and I decided to talk about parenting, the stress of parenting, the guilt that comes with it, the burnout, the stress, and how to be able to manage it. I will be joining my co-host to be joining me, Vivian of Kachi's Corner. So while we are waiting for her, I'll just remind you what this channel is all about. Ask Jason's mom, like I said before now, it's a channel for mostly mothers, nursing mothers, first time mom, women that are trying to pull through in marriage, in the journey of parenting, and also for men because I don't just talk about women only. I also talk about men so that we can have a good society. The society will be favorable for all of us. So Ask Jason's mom is where you can actually ask whatever questions you get to see people that will say, nobody told me this thing about parenting, nobody told me this thing about marriage. And I believe that we are all learning. One thing I want you people to have in mind is nobody knows it all. And this life, we are doing it, we're not just doing life by ourselves. A lot of people, if you think that you're the only person going through whatever you're going through, there are thousands of people going through the same thing you are going through. Though their own story might be unique, everybody's story is not the same. But I just believe that we need to know that life, you don't have to do life alone. Okay, so this channel is here to let people know that you can do all things through Christ that strengthens you. You learn here everything about marriage, the journey of motherhood, and all of that. So we focus more on women, but we include men because what makes a family is the man and the woman. And then we are striving towards a good home for the society. When we have good homes, you are going to see that it's going to help the society. So for those joining, you're welcome. I'm going to start now. And like I mentioned earlier, our topic today is how to manage stress as a parent, how to manage the guilt you feel during your parenting journey, the burnout, and how you can pull through until you pass through that phase. So, as usual, I'll go with my slide so that I don't miss any important topic or any important point I want to push out there. Now, the first thing is okay, I think my co host is here. Hi, Vivian. Good
Hello, good
evening.
evening. Yeah, I hope I'm
You
not
are
too late.
welcome. No,
Thank
you're
you
not
very
too late.
much.
I just did the introduction of our topic and I'm about using our slide to guide on
Okay.
what we'll be discussing. Yeah. So, like I mentioned earlier, we'll be talking about the stress of parenting, the burnout, the guilt, and all of that. So, the first question have for you, or you're going to ask yourself as a person or as a parent, is what does parental stress really look like? What does it look like? Is it the school run around, going for school run, or as the mother planning what we are going to eat for dinner? What are they going to eat? What is finished? What item is finished in the home? Or is it about work? Is it about putting yourself together and everything? One thing I would like us to know is that stress is not visible. You can't see it. You will not even know when you are stressed out. Hi, Pascaline. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's so good to have you here as well. Thank you for joining. So, parental stress, the stress of parenting is not visible. You don't see it happen, because if you can see it happen, you'll be able to manage it. You'll be able to draw yourself back and tell yourself that you are going the wrong way and everything. So it's not visible. You wake up in the morning, before you got married, it's just yourself. If you don't feel like doing something, oh, I'm just going to leave it and do it some other time. But now you have people that are you are taking care of. Your husband is a big baby, because you're talking about the kids. You should be including your husband as well. So all these things are responsibilities. If you are part of people, she said this topic is for her, my dear. It's for all of us, to be honest. Everybody can relate, because the journey of parenting, nobody knows it all. Nobody knows it all. Ferrari, thank you for joining. Nobody knows it all in the journey of parenting, and you will face that stress. You will not know when you are in that junction, but it usually happens from time to time. The mood swing, the confusion, the guilt, all of this happens, to be honest. All of this happens. Now, you how you know that you are being stressed or you are stressed is the when things starts getting you irritated. You see your children that you love to cuddle, you love to play with, they just come all around you, mommy, mommy, they want to kiss you, they want to peck you, and be like, wait, 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 go, 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 go first, let me know what I'm doing. You start getting irritated by things you enjoy. Somehow you feel like you are not yourself anymore. You are not the jolly good fellow that you used to be. Things that you normally love, they seem to you as stress. Those things that you love doing that are actually good for you, you start seeing those things as stress. You are feeling like the world is moving without you, that you are just trying to survive. Let me just wake up the next morning. So these things, you are not seeing it as stress, but you are seeing it like, I'm not doing anything. You cannot be doing anything and you'll be stressed out. It's not by the physical activities, because sometimes physical activities even helps us to manage stress, like exercising. It releases endorphins, which boosts your mood. You get, makes you feel excited and happy. That's why sometimes when you see people that are depressed, some of them might say they don't even know why they are depressed, and you get to see them, they are not functional, they are not engaging in activities. You just see them, they just want to be at home, they just want to sit down, sleep. You see everywhere, most people that you see dealing with depression, you see their environment, how scattered it is and everything. So sometimes somebody might be stressed out without being active. You are not working, you're not doing anything, but you are stressed. So it is invisible. It can be mentally, it can be sleepless nights, you can't sleep, just like that and everything. So as parents, these things happens often. So you should not even feel like it is just you. It happens to a lot of parents, if not all the parents, because nobody knows it all and nobody can do it all. Nobody gets superpower. You understand? So at one point or the other, you are going to be stressed out in this parenting journey, because these children, they are depending on us. In everything they are doing, our children are depending on us. So if you are hoping to be a parent someday, or you are one, just know that this is what you signed up for. You signed up to groom these children, to bring them up in the way of the Lord. If through your faith, whatever faith or whatever thing you believe in, you want to groom these children, you want to show them the right path. And if you notice, Vivian,
Yeah.
unlike during our time when our parents were giving birth to 6, 7, 8,
10.
9, 11.
Hmm.
So you see the trend now that with these times that we are in now, people are just giving birth to 1, 2, 3, at most 4. If anybody's giving birth to 5, it seems like a large, like you're doing old fashioned um parenting size or family size. Like, how did they do it, my dear? That's one thing we are going to talk about, because one of the things that causes stress is the fact that parenting in our time is not the same as parenting during our parents' time. Because then a community can raise children. You can see that you have your aunties, older cousins around your parents, and then if people are getting married, they're not getting married far from their parents' place. Unlike us now, we are going to the universities, going to different states or different location to school for university. You get to meet someone from a different region and everything, and then you are far from your family. Some people but during their own time in the same village, you see the person is going to get married in the same location, the same region, the same marriage, highest just the next state. So you get to easily bring people. You see people that are not, probably aunties that are not going to higher institution, they come to live with your parents, and then they assist your parents, even neighbors. You see neighbors. And then we have more of mothers, stay at home moms, mothers that do not work, you get. But in this time, women want to get actively involved in the economy of the family. They want to contribute, they want to work. Some women will say they don't want to go to school and then just drop their certificate. So in times like this, you see mothers trying to get involved in the financial aspects of the family. So this is what stress in parenting looks like. So the next thing question we'll be asking ourselves is, why is parenting so stressful today? Okay, just like what I just introduced. I would like to hear from my co-host Vivian. Please, what do you think? Mm,
Move to the next question. The world has changed. The world has changed. I'll say because of the things happening in the world now, many things has really changed. In those days, they say Ofonya that's one. When you see a child, yeah, anywhere, this is Okeke's daughter. What are you doing here? You look after the child. Are you going home? Why are you outside? But these days, now even your neighbor that will say your daughter or your child. So because of what is happening now, many people are being so careful. And that's I'll say unionism or communalism is no more in us. It's no more existing. We are no more enjoying it. Everybody now there on your own. Everybody now there on your own is one of the main things. Yes. Then because of what women has passed through in the past, or what I would like put it, what my mother passed through, I wouldn't want to pass through it in the hands of the man or the husband or whatever. Because that time their own marriage was like you be in the house taking care of the kids, and they will they are your God. Let me put it that way. Your husband is your God. Whatever he says is what you do. I'm not saying we should not be obedient, but our African men, they overdo their own things. So there are situations you will, even if you did not grow up, you see people around you, you see the community, everybody is saying talking one thing or the other about it. You wouldn't want to pass through that. So after school, you can never keep your certificate. Even those people that didn't go to school, everybody is outside now hustling. Everybody is outside hustling so that they no go insult your papa, talk to you anyhow. You know, men, they
Yeah.
feel like when they give you 1 naira, they have every right, all the ego to insult you anyhow. But these days, because the women have stood up, they said no, enough is enough. It's also helping. Yes, is the stress is there, but it's also helping to suppress, to limit the way women are being marginalized, unlike before. Now, if they give you that gbas, you waka because you have your money, you take care of your kids, take care of yourself. But those days, they no born you well say you wan talk when even when you are passing through hell. You can't talk because even your mother, even we, this our generation now, like my mom will be like, I know she's not here, but if she is, she'll be like, I no leave your papa, oh, I didn't divorce him, oh, so you are not coming back to my house. You will not, because of that, they took all manner of nonsense they were not supposed to take. So, and in the other hand, it's helped in a way to reduce stress in parenting because they are always there in the house. They are always there to care for the kids. But these days, no, the women are not always in the house to care for the kids. Either you are going to your business or you're going to office, so the stress is much. The stress has really increased much. The only way, that is why I encourage men and the women, when you marry, put heads together. These things we are talking about, maltreating or whatever, I believe is in the olden days. In this present dispensation, if you marry, you want love, you want peace in your home, you do your things together. You do your things together. Try to see how to manage it, that the woman will not be overwhelmed with the stress. I know men will say they have their own stress. Yes, stress of paying the bills is not easy. Some men actually do that. They do all the bills. It is not my money. When you try it, you will know. So let us hear and see how we can support each other presently, now that we are here. Nobody wants to sit down in the house. Everybody is outside hustling for money plus the economy. Even when you want to slow down, the economy is biting hard. So how do we manage
Yeah.
it? Mm.
Yeah. You've spoken well. The thing is, that trend of men that are used to maltreat women, and then women staying back because they don't have anywhere to go to, or because they cannot stand financially. It has moved a lot of women to start having something to do for themselves. And if men say, if their husbands tells them, I don't want you to work, just be at home for me, they will say no, that one a red flag and everything.
Yeah,
It's because
yeah,
of what they've learned. So one thing I believe is any reaction you are seeing from people is based on experiences or something they've seen before. That's why
yeah,
they have a particular view, or they're making a particular decision. So what you just said is an example of why parenting these days is very, very stressful. You see the funny thing is, if you come online and you see some children or some younger generation doing some things, you just be like, ah, thank God my family member is not coming outside to disgrace me and everything. So everybody's just minding their business. Some people even
yes.
encourage
So
the person. It is their life, let them live their this thing. You don't criticize them, you are
you are
judging,
not
all those
paying
kind
their
of things.
bills.
Exactly. Exactly. Some people might even tell you this person you people are crucifying like this is even better than some of you. So everybody will just bring their opinion and all of that. But back then, if one person do something wrong, maybe you steal and everything, before your parents will even mama you, the person you stole from will deal with you. Or
Yeah,
probably you are dressed indecently, people eyes from outside no go even allow you step out, or probably even from inside the house, if your parents are around, you will not even
yes,
step out. So then we have communities that are supportive, that helps to checkmate all these things and make it less stressful for parents. Now another thing again that is making parenting more stressful in this time is more financial demands. You understand? Because as we are advancing, if it were before, the things you need to cater for your family is very, very minimal compared
Yeah.
to what it is now.
Mhm.
Then if you start from childcare, you see that they use napkin. Hey, chegi napkin. If you finish using it, they will go and wash the poo out and everything. They don't need to, that time they don't even know what is wipes. Oh, we room mirror, they use water and wash your bum bum. Yes,
Also,
they breastfeed you until you get to 2 years.
2 years.
But nowadays, people are getting more advanced. They are learning new ways to make things easier for them. And somehow, while we are even there, this life just goes round and round, because things that you feel like they are being more less, they are bringing less stress for you, will put the weight on the financial part. Let me say,
Yeah.
like back in the days,
Diaper.
our parents wash clothes with their hands.
Yes.
Okay, but now you can actually get washing machine. So now, for you to afford washing machine and have light in your house to use and operate it, or have inverter or have generator, it requires more money. So all
Yeah.
these things, trying to relieve that yourself of that stress, we put everything on how buoyant you are.
Finance.
And for you to be buoyant enough to sort out your bills, it leads to another stress, form of stress. So I would just say the
So
stress is
it is
different.
this way. This way. It's coming this way now. You push it this way, it
Yeah,
turns back,
yeah,
comes back
the
to
other
you.
way. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yes,
that is
yes.
it.
So one way or the other, it still finds a way to bring stress and everything. So some things that we have now, you don't need to use mortar, you have blender, you have chopper and everything. It makes life better for you. But the maintenance of those things and meeting up with the trend. Then if we are going to school, food that my mom prepared the previous day, they will warm it and give it to us and everything. But these days, you see mothers, they want to prepare fresh meals for their children, want to make sure the meal is balanced and then all of that. So, one way or the other, you still find out that this stress is inevitable, it's something that you cannot dodge. Another thing that can cause this is social media pressure, the myth of super mom or super dad, super parents and everything. You go online and then you see a woman that will say, a day in my life as a working class mom of two or mom of three, and then they show you this, they show you that and everything. Some of them might not even show you that they have mates, or they don't show you that, oh, that they come from a wealthy family or something like that. You get. So you get to watch these videos and you feel like, I'm not doing enough, I'm not a good mom, I'm not giving my child the best life and everything. So what we are seeing on social media is really making us put too much pressure on ourselves, and it's really causing that
Yeah.
burnout and stress for us. You come on social media. The other day, I just watched a video of a lady that was trying to calm her child down, and the lady was telling her, take a deep breath. You are not saying, she said, I'm calm now, I'm calm, and they were just having conversation. And I went to the comment section. I saw a lot of mothers. They were saying, hey, please, do a class for us, we want to learn. How were you able to do this? This one will say, hey, if I do this one for my child, then I'm wasting my time. This one say, I tried this one for my child, the next thing I use the language my child understands and everything. So you see these things, you don't know the training this woman has done for her child. You don't know other things she still struggle, because the woman actually made a video explaining to them that actually she's also learning as she's doing it, that they are not perfect, they are just trying their best to be, but they know they are doing well. So somehow I want mothers and fathers to understand that as long as you are a responsible parent, as long as you are
Yeah.
trying your best, as long as you love your child, you are doing well. Sometimes give yourself a pat at the back, clap for yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. I know we've not gotten to the part of how to manage stress, but I'm just chipping this in case if it leaves my mind, because this social media narratives flying up and down of you must be a super parent or something like that. You get to see probably a child will do something and then the mom corrects the child. I was watching a video of a YouTube creator, and the lady post vlog about a day in her life, and how the week of her life has been, or something like that. So while she was making the video, her child was making noise at the background. The boy was just shouting, and the mom said, "Okay, keep quiet. I'm making a video." And the boy continued disturbing in the
Nice.
background. That's a toddler, okay, not a teenager. Yeah. So somebody commented in comment section and say, "Ah, madam, you are not disciplining your child very well. See how you told him he should keep quiet. I see how many times you have to tell him to keep quiet, and he did not keep quiet," something like that. And I'm just saying that probably that person is not yet a mom, because if you are, or if you are stayed with children, children will stain your white. Children will stain your white. As in, it is even sometimes you see them, they will be behaving all calm and gentle at home. Then when you go outside, you start saying, "Ah, is it this child that I came out with from the house," or something like that. So you see children, especially toddler, they have a mind of their own. So the woman just said, just few minutes clip that you just watch, you just feel like, "I'm not disciplining my child enough." That's your own opinion and
Cup of
everything. I
tea.
don't need to prove it to you. You get? So you see people putting pressure, just saying things like that without having that mind that, oh, children, they can be a handful. They are blessings, but we're not gonna lie, it's really stressful.
Mm.
So that's what I'm going to say about that. Then the next thing we'll be moving to is that guilt, the parenting guilt, whereby you want to do something for yourself, and because of you don't want to feel guilty, you just have to sacrifice for your children. I don't know if you've been in that position, Vivian, whereby you want to do something, and then because of your children, or for the sake of parenting, that thing you want to do, you just have to sacrifice, or you are doing something that makes you feel happy, but somehow the thing is not making you meet up with your parenting demands, and you start feeling guilty. Have you ever been in that position?
Yes, so even right now, I don't know when I will I don't know when I will walk out of it, or how we will grow out of it. There are, hey, I can't count. There are many things you would want to do. Omo, this question, I don't even know where to start. When
My dear.
when I don't have anybody by my side, I sleep and wake up when I want now. Go where I want go. Flex my life the way I want flex. But now, you can never, they never born you well. Where I want leave the for go. How will I even start? Okay, some days now it might be like, ah, I'm just tired. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. But you will see them. This person is demanding. Either you need to take them to school, you need to take them to swimming pool, you need to take them. You must have a place. You must have something to do. They, as in, they need you to do for them. They are always there demanding. It's not just cooking. If it is just cooking, okay, you can cook and pack food in the fridge now and just warm and give them. But there are other things. There are days with, as in, my head is banging and I'm so hot. I don't want to do anything. I don't even feel like getting up from my bed. But it's not possible. I can't do it. But a single person can just be on the bed the whole day if she so desire. You have to stand up. Even me sef, I'm talking now, my kids, they can wash their clothes. Washing machine, you use washing machine, but you still follow them. Pick this one, pick the other one. Now I'm talking about teenagers. So you now imagine toddlers, somebody that still has that age. Pick this
Hey.
one, and pick this cloth, do this one, and I will tell them, you're not even washing with your hands, but pick them, as in soak them rightly, go and put in the washing machine, is another problem for you. So there is no way you will stay and say, I don't want to talk, I don't want to shout. Sometimes if I will look at them and say, You guys are making me to shout. You know, if it is back home, I will slap you. That one don't need to talk about. For them, as in, there is a way, there is a way they will do it. You just forget your hand on somebody's face, you know. But here, but yeah, you're just trying to control yourself. Although, thank God, they are still understanding because they know wetin they pass through in Nigeria now. Me, I know the hide my talk that one. I'm a real African woman. You no need to stress me too much. And just
Yeah.
like you said, it's not when I come back from market from my hustling, I am already worn out. You want to come and add on top of it. So it is not easy. There are many things. I can't count them. I cannot.
Yeah,
Sometimes you
it's not
want to
something
eat.
you'll be able to count,
Mm.
because now you are saying it, it will not even come to mind now. Probably
Yeah.
later on, you just start remembering the instances, because it
Hmm.
happens too often that
So
you are used to
often,
it, or you will not
I'm
even
telling
know that
you,
you are having that
you can't.
mom
There
guilt.
are times I'll be like, "Ah, I want to eat this thing," oh," but because of them, if you cook that thing you want to eat, either the money is not there or the time. Because after cooking the one you want to eat, you still cook their own. Then if it is the finance, when you cook the one you want to eat, which money are you going to use and cook their own? So it's in everything. Even buying my clothes now, sometimes I'll be like, who they look me again? But I not say person still they look me. You
Exactly.
concentrate on them. They are like your investment now. It is the way you keep them, the way you bring them up with the help of God. That is what will give you joy tomorrow. That you wake up and see them, they are doing well. That is
Yeah.
just it. When you see them, they are growing up, they are doing well, you forget the pain. It's just like the labor pain that day you are giving birth to them. Immediately the child comes out, you forget the pain.
You forget it. My
So
dear,
when
you
when
said
they
it.
grown,
You said it all.
when they grow now, when they are grown, as in, it's small time now. Me, I will balance and, oh yeah, come and give me your money. I want this. That is when you reap the fruits of your labor. If not, it's not easy, my dear.
You are right, and you talked about the different stages, like the teenage stage, the toddler stage, and everything. I could remember probably when my mom would make a meal for the whole family, and there is something she said she used to say, not just once, because there's how you cook for a large family, because we are family of eight with our parents. There's how you cook, and then after sharing the food,
You
you
won't have
believe
food.
that our mothers they know how to calculate quantity of food in their head and everything, and probably after cooking, this person is saying, "Mommy, I want more."
More.
She will have to wait, make sure that everybody is full, and probably the meal is finished. You see her just scrape the pot and eat what is in the pot and everything, and we'll be like,
This
"Ah,
one
mommy, is that the
happens
one you are going
often.
to eat?"
It happens often,
And you'll be
even
like,
now.
"Mommy, is this the one you are going to eat?" And she'll tell you that, as long as you people are full, I am okay.
Yeah.
So you see those silent sacrifices that they make, or is it when probably she will make a particular kind of food, and then we're like, we don't want this one. I know that training whereby this particular food you eat it, but as time went on, when we got to that stage, when we were in secondary school, in the higher institution, she tend to listen to what we want, the choices we are making.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
back in the days when we were still growing up, they no born you and say you no go eat this or you no go eat soup where they warm the previous day. They go
Mm-hmm.
just bring cane, then we go sit down, start dey eat them and everything. But I just felt like all those things are the things that made us the kind of people we are, and we saw things from their own perspective. And now that we are doing it, we understand everything that they did for us. Those times we do not see it as sacrifice, and them feeling guilty to do some things for themselves.
For themselves.
We tend to be like we're selfish then, but now that we ourselves, we are parents, we tend to see, oh, what they went through, the sacrifices they had to make. So for any mom or parents feeling guilty, you are saying, are you doing your best, are you good enough and everything, please don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself, because if you continue to do that and start putting high goals for yourselves as a parent, you are going to fail. Oh, you are going to fail woefully. That's when you see a parent saying, after everything I did for this person turned out this way and everything. So while you are parenting, don't forget yourself, because you can forget yourself, and at the end of the day, what you've worked hard for will go south.
It's
Now
true.
let's talk about, let's discuss what we can do to avoid stress, or to manage stress, because it's inevitable. It's not something you can dodge or say it's not going to work
Yeah.
for me. Even as a man, it's, you see, stress, running a family, being a parent as a man, you know
Mhm.
one thing, the world is not kind to men, to be honest. Now I'm talking about responsible men. You understand, men that knows what it takes to have a family, care for your family, provide and support your family, and still be a responsible man and a
Yeah.
responsible father. The world is not kind to them, in the sense that when they go out there, you no go see man dey tell woman, dey tell him follow man say come carry this money, go do wetin you wan do, I wan dash you or something like that. You need to work hard. You understand, because we as women, since providing is not our primary assignment, we are just doing it to support our partner and everything. Somehow, aside from those people that are so um
Mm.
deep into their career, or it's is their career or nothing else, aside from those people, women tend to work to support their husband, their go-getters and everything. But in as much as we all see bullshit when it comes to business or working, somehow the world is kind, is fair, or it's not. I'm trying to say, on the part of providing, it is, the world is not kind to men. So men need to go out there, they need to work hard. So you see a man, the man will take insults, he will do anything just to provide. A responsible man that I'm talking about now, because there are men that don't care and
Yeah.
everything. So you see the man will go out there, he, everything in his head is his family. In as much as they don't come out to say everything they carry in their head, they're already thinking, ah, I need to provide money for my child and everything. You even see some of them that, my wife needs a car. They will start calculating all these things. They go out there, try to make this money, and then they come back. They need to listen to their wife. They need to listen to their wife talk about how their day went, talk about what happened, what their friends did to them. You know, say we women are really sabi get issues with our friends. They need to talk about what happened, what happened in their friend, or what in their workplace or something like that. The man, they expect the man to be a listening husband. Then the children, when the father, their dad is back, the children wants to tell their dad, "Daddy, we did this in school today." They want, some people, some of them want their dad to be the person that will do the assignments for them. That's for a father that is being involved. Because when we're talking about parenting now and the stress of parenting, we're talking about a father that is parenting. Because somehow in families today, not both partners, not every father or every mother is parenting. You get, some people leave the parenting for their wives to do. I saw a
Mhm.
post on Instagram where a man shared another person's question. The man used to deal with families, people will send their problems, or let me see what your community members have to say about this. So this person shared this post. The man was like, the other day he saw that his wife is so irritated, she's just so unhappy, and he's tired of the wife shouting all the time in the morning for the kids when she's getting them ready for school. That he used to watch her shout at them and everything, and he's asking, is it normal? Like, is this what other women do and everything? And people in the comment section were telling him, what do you mean by you watch your wife get the kids ready for school and she's shouting and all of that? That you are meant to be involved. You should not be watching. You should assist her. That just try one day, one morning, wake up, tell her and go and pack their lunch, this thing, I'm going to bathe them and dress them up. You will see how that thing is going to impact in her mood. That's going to change her mood for the rest of the day. Which one is you are watching your wife shouting because she's getting the kids ready for school, running up and down and everything? You need to be involved. The both of you need to make things work out for you. No family routine is the same. Every family routine is unique. Vivian, I can see that you are tired. So, as I was
I
saying,
didn't want to tell you because if I tell you, you will cancel this live. I just came in 8:30.
no problem, my dear. As if you need to log out, just let me know, please, because this is the stress we are talking about. You need to
I'm telling you.
identify that you are stressed and you need to take time and rest so that you will not be guilty of what we are discussing of. So
Hey,
when
God,
you
though.
feel like you you want to log out, you just let me know, please. It's not easy. So people were
No
telling the
problem.
man, just try and assist your wife, and you are going to see that you're going to see how her mood is going to change. You're not supposed to be saying you used to watch your wife every morning, get the kids ready for school, unless probably your work is not letting you assist her or something like that. And there are things that there are some things that people need to know. There's a way you communicate with your partner. Probably your work is not letting you join your wife in some parenting activities. You encourage her, you support her, find a way to make the thing easier for her. If you are not available, your work is demanding a lot from you. Simple, sweetie, well done. Oh. Or probably you come, you ask your kids, don't disturb my wife today. That statement alone will even give her energy
It's
times
soothing.
100.
Yeah. It's soothing to the
Yeah.
soul.
You see where you tell the children, oh, yeah, go and sit down, don't disturb my wife. Oh, you should not disturb my wife at all. That hearing that thing alone will just boost her energy. Even if the kids stress her for that day, that thing will still be ringing in her head. So somehow when we are talking about why I used to put it more, if I'm talking about parenting, you see that I'm focusing more on mothers and everything. I just feel like there are not a lot of men, although in this time men are trying, they are getting involved in their children's life and everything, because times have changed. Back in the days, our fathers, my father used to show up for some activities though, but you see that most fathers, we go to work. If we have something, PTA meeting, graduation party and everything, you tend to see mothers everywhere. Women will just fill everywhere, and you have few men. But now I think men are getting involved in the lives of their children and
Children.
everything. That's why you see videos where they'll be asking a father, what's your child's shoe size? How old is your child? What's your child's date of birth? They'll start thinking, let me call my wife or something like that. So it's because of we women, we are good with dates, and we are so emotional that we hold these things closely. But men, they just want whatever is important at the moment. They don't want to bother themselves about future. But when you are involved in your child's life as a man, to be honest, you have that mind or that feeling to do more, to be involved in your family, and then
Do you
you
know
get to
do you know
cherish.
why they don't know the kids' birthday? They don't know the shoe size. It's not because not just that they don't have the time. No. Having time is different from being involved, because there is no way you sleep in the same house. So there's no way you're telling me you don't have that time. Even if your wife is not doing anything, as in she's not working outside, that she does everything at home. But if you have ever worn that child his or her shoe, even if you are not sure of the size, you will tell the person asking the question, yes, I think the shoe size should be 5 or it should be 3. You should be able to remember. You know the one that gets me angry? You don't know the birthday of your child. As in, you were there when the child was born. How can you forget it? Okay, even if you do not remember the date, maybe 10th, you're supposed to remember that it happened in August 2021. But many men
Vivian,
don't know this.
sorry to interrupt. Me saying they don't have the time. I'm just trying to say men are wired that way. To be honest, men are wired that way.
Omo,
I'm not saying they are not supposed to know. They might have an idea of the year or the month. But me saying they are not wired that way, they are not good with it. I'm telling you.
no, I'm
Because
not doubting you
no matter
because I'm
how
reacting because I've seen it. I'm
okay.
reacting to it, yeah, because I've seen it.
Uh-huh.
I've seen
Some
even
of them forget their own birthday. You even
birthday.
see their
Thank
birthday
you.
is coming. They know
Yes,
they forget their own birthdays. So they
yes.
are wired that way.
No, they are all forgetting. They know when they were born. But unto say celebration, they forget. But this one I'm telling you, you will see a father. Ah, This your child, what's her birthday? You know, he has to think twice before giving you the answer or call the madam. You know, but why it is like that is because he's not involved. If he has been taking care of the child, taking care, and I did not say you should come and change pampers, do this. No, like my third last baby, you know, as the day as the day evolves, now many things changes. So my first child is not wasn't as close to the dad as the last one. I don't know, maybe that time their papa no get time. He don't well, in the morning, he don't job this one, he don't do this one. But my last child, even if you are going, the baby will be crying. It got to the some extent that if I come back and be playing with her, immediately the dad comes, she will leave me and move to the father. And that one will be like, I'm just coming back, I need to rest. Come and carry her. She will say, no, I want to follow you. You know, so it makes them, I would say that is just nature, the way God wanted to get two of them close. That one,
Yeah.
if you ask her, if you ask him the birthday, he doesn't forget it because that one worries him. That one they worry him. Daddy
Yeah.
this, daddy that, daddy that, daddy that, daddy. There's no way. So now it happened because I'll say the child, as in the way she came, she just came and she's attached to the dad. What of those ones that are not attached to him like that? Do you get? Yes. So it is just it because they don't have the time. They are not always involved. It makes them forget it. Is as in fact, it's not one of the things that bothers them.
Yeah.
It's not one of the things that bothers them. Yes, except in this kind of situation now where that the baby is the one forcing herself on the dad, and you don't have option. You accept it. From there the flow has started, you
Yeah.
know. The flow is there now, you know.
Mm.
Her birthday sef is the dad that will be like, Christy, you remember your birthday? Yes. And you can never forget to buy even his biscuit. If you don't have money, you must buy biscuit for the
Yeah.
birthday. So that is it, my dear. They are trying now. I know it's not in them, but what we are saying that they
Yes.
should try more. They shouldn't let it be
Yeah.
like we are
Yeah.
forcing them. The kids self there is their own. Oh. That is what I used to say. They are not bearing my name.
The thing
It's
is,
your name they are
that's where
bearing.
intentionality comes in.
Yeah,
Intentionality,
exactly.
being intentional about everything that
Whatever you are
concerns
doing.
your family and children. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. So we'll just talk about things you can do to help reduce stress and manage your stress. So because of time, I'll just try as much as possible to not diverge or divert again. Now we'll talk about routines, planning, proper planning, because somehow we get stressed out when we are giving ourselves so much tasks that is even,
Mm-hmm.
that is not realistic. You come in a day, you say, I'm going to cook this soup, cook this one, cook this one, I'll do this one, I'll do that one, and everything, and you have a lot on your table. But if you are able to plan yourself and you make it in a scale of preference or scale of importance, you start saying things that I must do, things that you must
Mm-hmm.
do. You know that, okay, if you have kids that you need to brush, you need to make food for them, those things are things that you must do. Then the other ones, the next badge, you list those the next things as things that are important. It's not as if you must do them, but they are important that you do them. You list those things out in that part. And then things that can wait for later, you put it as the last group. If you arrange these things like this, when you want to carry out your tasks for the day, you start with the things that you must do. You see that you will be organized and you will not have too much pressure on yourself, because when you have a lot of things to do, you will not even know when you start doing the things that are not important and all of that, because
Mm-hmm.
you are feeling overwhelmed with everything that you have on your plate. So I used to do this thing before I stand up from my bed. After praying, I'm just going to say, okay, even if you don't have to write it down in your head, you will say, these are the first 2 or 3 things that I need to do
I have to do.
today. These are the must, as in, I know that me, I know in the morning I need to settle my children and make sure my husband has have breakfast before going out. And then if I have an appointment for that day, I know, okay, I this one is a must, this is the appointment that I have for today. Then another thing again, I know, oh, probably put clothes in the washing machine. That one is something that I need to do, but if I don't do it that day, nobody's going to die, or it doesn't change
Exactly.
anything. Then another thing is the less important one. Probably you want to arrange your wardrobe, or you want to probably change something, just something that is not important. You put it in the list of your worries or something, activities to get done. So we should also learn to break our activities into smaller bits. Don't probably you want to cook, and then you now plan you are going to market the same day, you prep what you use and cook the same day, you cook, you put, as in, you can break it. Okay, I need to cook tomorrow. From there, okay, I need to cook. Then you break it. You say, okay, today I will go to the market and I prep everything. Then tomorrow I'll do the cooking. So you just that's how you just break the tasks into little bits for yourself, so that you don't go all out and then you break down. So it's very, very important for you to um make your plan yourself, make your task to be arranged of importance and everything, scale of importance. Then
Yes.
another thing is for you to make sure you are active. While being active, you see that taking rest is very, very important. Sometimes that 10 minutes rest, you might just feel like it's not enough time, but if there is a way, somehow I used to see some mothers, they will say if they are looking for a way to rest, they will enter toilet. They will just say they want to go and poo. They will use that one as excuse. Vivian, have you done that before? My own is if I want to press phone small and I just want to sneak out.
I will say
So,
for now because I can't remember because my kids
my
are no more
dear, you
toddler.
cannot relate
It's
now. You cannot relate because
it's when you
me
still
now,
have
even if you tell
toddlers.
your child, mommy wants to take a nap for where, and you see that
Mm.
thing they used to tell mothers that sleep when your kids are sleeping. Do you think that thing
Mm.
is realistic? When they say
It is
you
that
moms
time they
or
are sleeping, you will remember all the work you want to do. That time they are sleeping, that is when you remember everything you want to do.
that's that guilt. That's that guilt because the thing is, that thing we want to do is there, and if you have not labeled it as important something and the one that is less important, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
feeling like you have a lot. So when they are sleeping, if you now want to, then that guilt will not come in. They are sleeping, this is the best time for you to go and wash that clothes or wash that plate or cook that distance, so that when they wake up, you know you are done. My
Yes.
dear, if you follow that this thing, you go see say you won't go do that thing, the pikin go later wake up. Somehow sef, your presence lying down with them will even make them sleep longer.
Sleep longer, yeah.
And you will not be saying that, look at me, that you will not be even beating yourself for sleeping or resting. You not say, that this baby slept for long. If I had known, I would have used this time to finish this thing. But my dear, when you are not there, they turn, they say you know they there, they go wake up. So at the end of
They
the day,
wake up.
you do not have enough rest, they did not sleep very well, they will be cranky and they'll still disturb that activity you are doing. Me, something that I noticed that is working for me lately, because if you don't have help, it's just you will
You
know
know
how
how
to
to
plan
manage
yourself. In as much
yourself.
as I know that sleep is very, very important, you need to sleep for 5 to 7 hours. One thing that has worked for me is every day I have one major something that I'm doing for that day. If it's cleaning my bathroom, I know that okay, I'm cleaning the bathroom in the house. That's the major thing I'm going to do today. If it's cooking, I know that okay, this is what I'm doing. At least I don't have a baby that I'm still carrying with my hands. So one thing I notice is at night when these kids are sleeping, it
Mhm.
helps me to carry out whatever thing I want to do. And
That's
now
what-
it's holiday time, so I don't need to wake up early to get them ready for school. So whenever I sleep until I'm satisfied. Even if I wake up by 8 or I wake up by 9, I know that okay, this is the time I'm waking up, and then I sort them out and everything. And when they are taking their nap in the afternoon, I make sure I take my nap, and that's because of I've done the tasks I have to do for that day at night.
Money.
By 10, at by 9, 10 they should be sleeping already. So when they are sleeping, if I need to mop, I will do that. If I need to do this, if I need to do whatever I want to do, I do it that time when they are sleeping, so that during daytime I don't have much activities to do. I just know it's just tending to them and having time for myself. So I just believe that good planning and not feeling that guilt of rest. You understand that guilt of,
There's
oh, you are
something I
resting,
did
things that you're not.
this this summer holidays.
Mm,
um like the older ones, they don't do summer camp. It's the smallest one that I stayed in primary school. That one's the one that does the summer camp. So this summer camp, I said, no, you're not going. She started crying, mommy, why? And I said, I cannot run school run, do school run during school time, still do summer camp.
yeah,
Do yeah, I want to rest. If as I'm resting, I'll have time to maybe do one or two things, everything that I've packed
yes,
during the section. Let me see if I
yes,
can achieve because
yeah,
honestly, it's not easy. Sometimes you just forget yourself, you just forget things you want to do.
yeah,
You just forget some courses you have already planned how you would take them. Yes, because maybe you are not that how will I say, the certificate, you just want to keep it or you just want to have the experience, but you know you need it.
yeah,
And so you have to
mm,
keep it by the side, so that your day-to-day activities with the kids can run. Then when I have that
yeah.
small time, you see say I should come every morning, their own
And
summer
start
lesson.
doing
I
runs.
should do summer lesson again. I will get you ready by 9 o'clock, and 1 or 2 you are back. So what's the essence now? How many hours? What are you schooling in huh?
You
I
see
say
that
I
thing,
no do.
yeah.
I no do,
Yeah.
my dear.
But sometimes you see
So
that thing you're talking about now. But some mothers now, they will not weigh it like this. They will not weigh it that, is this thing taking going to be favorable for me? Look at how you considered yourself. You understand? And not letting that
mhm.
mom guilt. Now but you can still make up for it. As she's been at home, you can help her engage in things she likes doing or something like that. And you
Yeah,
make
if
up for that this
she
thing.
draws now, see, even
You see?
I give her her tablet, she will go there and she studies many things. But I would say the talent came out very well this holidays.
Wow.
Because
You
every
see?
time she's busy drawing, she's busy
Yeah.
sketching. So when I look at
Yeah.
it each day, I see that she improves. She keep improving
Mm.
every day. And so that's one, and another thing we mothers lack to understand is this summer lesson or summer camp. You are not
There is no need for it.
there's no need for it. They are there to learn other things. They can still learn it another time. You know, I don't know
Mm.
why it must be this time. It must be this way. That no, no, no.
The thing
Mm-mm.
is,
Let us help
summer
ourselves.
lessons are meant to summertime is meant for these children to relax. You
Holiday.
see, other term that they are going to school, the holiday
Mm-hmm.
they are giving them is short, but this long one is for them to do things they enjoy doing. It's a break time for them. You understand? For them to refresh. It's not as if they are going to just go and forget their books or something like that, but they can do other things that will help them. Some You see some parents, they help their children learn whatever they have interest in that is not
Yes.
academic activities and everything. Is it probably going for sporting activities, learning a musical instrument and everything? Just something to keep soul and mind and body together,
Together.
and not just like sending them back. In Nigeria, you see people that are sending their children for summer lessons and everything. Is if you know that your child is lagging behind, your child is not doing is not up to the level, or not this backward when it comes to probably the things that he or she is meant to be doing for their class. That's when you can
Yeah.
say, okay, go back for summer lessons so that they can brush you up, so that when you are resuming with your mates and everything, you must have catch up with them. Because one thing I want parents to know is all kids are not the same. There are people that are slow learners, there are people that are fast learners, there are people that have a particular style of learning and everything. So sometimes we make learning difficult for these children and everything. They go to school, they come back, you get a lesson teacher for them. the lesson teacher will take extra time, and then they hate reading, they hate. But if you make learning fun for them and you listen to them, understand the type of learners they are, you follow them and help them brush them up and everything, you see that you are good to go. So it's really a good one you did there, mama. It's really a nice one. So the next thing I want to talk about now is just linked to what you just talk, how parents can actually manage stress in parenting is when you start your parenting journey, just make sure you raise your kids well. Raise them to be emotionally intelligent, raise them to be independent and everything. My toddler, I can ask him to go and get rag for me, I can ask him to go and get water from the fridge for me. You don't have to start saying, they are too small, they are not going to do it well. When you start raising these children, before you know it, now they don't grow. And if you've made them independent, you've made them active and hardworking and everything, you see that they will make this parenting journey easier for you. But if you just go ahead and you are just doing okay, they are still small, they are still small, you will not know when they will just grow up. And at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you still have to do a lot of things for them. So you need to help them so that they are going to be independent and they will take some things off you. Like feeding them, if your child has gotten to the age whereby they can feed themselves, make sure at that time they are able to do it. Not you cook finish, you will now start feeding them before you eat. If they are going to create a mess, let them create a mess. As much as possible, you start teaching them how they can clean up their mess after eating. Over time, you start seeing that the things that you are seeing as stress, they are all going out. They are relieving yourself also of some activities. But if you want to carry everything on your head, you want to do everything by yourself, you see that you will just break down. Everything is just going to be too stressful for you. So we are concluding, and I want to conclude with a stress relief toolkit. Something that if you know you are stressed, just like you say, you will not know. But when you start seeing yourself being irritated, you don't understand yourself, you don't find joy in things that you used to enjoy doing and everything, just know that you are stressed out and you need a stress relief. So this stress relief toolkit, you can practice deep breathing. Okay, you see the way you can just you breathe in deeply, you breathe out. Somehow, I can't explain it, but there is this magic you feel after doing that. You can even teach your children. When you see them, they are being cranky and all, you tell them, take a deep breath, calm down. When you take a deep breath and you breathe out, you see that you are feeling lighter somehow. So it's very, very important when you start feeling like you are getting to the edge, your breaking point and everything. Just take deep breaths. Take deep breaths. Find time to relax. Just even if it's 10 minutes, just calm down, drop your phone. One thing that I think we're having issues with is these our phones every
Fun.
time, whereby you just want to press phone and all of that. Then another thing again is journaling, whereby you just write your thoughts. That thing, I know it's not an African thing, but trust me, it works. When you are able to just write how you are feeling, it feels like you are telling somebody, this is how I feel, or something like that. When you write that thing down, it's just going to take the burden, make you feel light. So these are things that will just help you relieve you of the stress. When you just write those things down, you see that some thoughts start coming to your mind, some answers. If it's just like you are confused, oh, I'm just feeling tired and everything, some ideas come to your mind to remind you who you are, or things that you can do that can help you to get out of whatever stress or phase you are, anything you're feeling. Then another thing is talking to a friend or someone that is non-judgmental. There are people that you can share how you feel, because somehow we are humans, and there is a way you might be feeling, and when you open up, the way somebody might even talk to you or tell you that you're not a good mother at all, or something like that, will make you feel like you are being judged. So make sure you talk to somebody that is non-judgmental. It's actually helps. Another thing you can do is you can try and do things that makes you happy, things that can make you laugh. It might be a comedy show. Just find something you derive joy in. Just try and at that phase, at that point, just try and watch something that will make you laugh. That will put whatever thing you are thinking about, or whatever deadline you need to meet up with. You can just watch something that can make you laugh and all of that. Then another thing is taking naps. I've mentioned that. But you see, sleeping is very, very important. Forget that thing that they used to say: if you want to make money, no sleep, no sleep, wake up, collect your money. My dear, sleep is very, very important. That is the way you can refuel your brain and your
Your
mind.
body.
Everything you have been able to do and everything, it will just make you feel refreshed and everything. So sleep is very, very important, especially your night sleep. Don't joke with it, please. It's very, very important. When you people that used to press phone, that's way they for social media, they don't go anywhere. You can still see it the next morning. So it's very, very important that we don't joke with our sleeping time and we keep light out or phone out from our bed time. Then lastly, I would like to say you should know how to set boundaries. Know when you this is the extent you can take. Sometimes you don't have to start proving that you need to do this as a mom. You must meet up with this and everything. Sometimes you need to make sure to remind yourself that, oh, I know myself, I understand myself. This thing like this is the much I can do. If you like, make person they hail you, no go follow person where hail you, push you, say, you can do this thing, you can do this business, do this one, run deliveries, do this one and that one. If you know say you know if you do them, they impress anybody. You think about
So,
yourself first. Don't think making time for yourself or listening to your inner self is you being selfish. Make sure you know that there you is just one you, there is only one you, and you cannot satisfy everybody. So create boundaries as to what you can be able to do or what you can be able to handle, so that you don't take more than what you can handle, and then you are stressed at the end of the day. So parenting journey is not easy, but when you are starting your parenting journey, make sure that you know yourself, you know the number of kids you can handle, know the way you team up with your partner. You people should understand yourself and know how you can run the family, the number of kids you can run, and how you want to go about the method you want to use, and how you can meet up financially for the parenting. So I wish us all the best in our parenting journey. God is going to see us through. Don't you ever feel sad or feel down or say, am I doing it well, or you're not doing it the way this other person is doing it. We all have different approaches, but the main thing is do
life.
what works for you. Choose your battles. That's it. Choose your battles. Do what is important for you. Don't go and carry what is not your matter and put on your head. It is very, very important. So we've come to the end of our live today. I don't want to disturb Vivi to know if she has anything to add, because she's already
No,
stressed out.
I have what I pick here, although I'll try. The stress.
Mm.
How to help yourself with the stress. Omo, hmm, easy, honestly. Easy. You take them to this, you be the one to do this one, you be the I'll try. I'll
But one
try.
thing is, over time, you will be the one that will be looking for, when your kids are all grown and they are all
Yes.
married, they've all settled and everything. It's just you and your partner. And that period, you start looking for what one thing you
What
want to
to
do. I could
do.
remember my grandma. I could remember my grandma coming to visit us, and then she brought our pillows, the pillows in the house. She removed the
Mm.
pillowcases that is inside the pillows, put them
Yeah.
inside the sack bag, bought hypo, soaked the pillow cover, the pillow material. This one is
Yeah,
not
the
even the
clothes.
pillowcase. So she went to soak the clothes, wash the clothes, fill in the pillows back, and then use needle and thread and stitch everything back. So somehow you start seeing them, they will be the one trying to look for activities to do and everything. They
Yeah.
don't want to stay. So somehow you just see that when your kids are all grown, they are doing well for themselves, you'll be the one looking for where to go. You are looking for
Looking
something.
for
So
what to
it's
do.
better. Yeah, it's better that what is what doing is what doing well. When is the phase of parenting, do it well, so that when it's now time for your retirement and relaxation, you know that you've done a good job. Your kids are thriving. You've given them the manual. Although God has given us the manual for life, but you as a parent, you are a guardian. You're giving them what will help them. We guide them to face this cruel world. But that period where you are doing it, it will not be easy. but a time, I'm just trying to remind parents that a time is coming when you will be looking for activities you want to engage in. So let us make sure that while we are parenting, we don't forget ourselves. We should plan for retirement so that when old age comes, we do things with our the love of our life. You do things with our life, things that you wish to do in your retirement. You travel around the world, try things and everything. You do it. It's possible. Time has changed. This is not the time you are saying you want to do for your children and wait for them to do for you. While you are doing it, make sure you plan for yourself and for your partner, so that when your kids are grown, they will start their family without having so much burden to cater for and everything. So God is going to see us through. I just want us to know that it's doable, it's achievable, and don't beat yourself too much. We all have different phases we are going to pass through in life, but at the end of the day, hold God, hold your partner, and hold your children tight. That's what I have to say. Thank
Thank you very
you,
much.
our
Thank you. Thank
amiable
you.
co-host Vivian. Thank you for always coming through with your brilliant
Thank
ideas
you
and
very much.
opinions about life and family. So, as I mentioned earlier, my co-host is Vivian. Her channel is Kachi's Corner. Kachi's Corner. Please do well to subscribe to her channel. She has impactful topics that she talks about, and you would really not regret subscribing to her channel because she has a lot to dish out, and you will learn a lot from her channel. Thank you. If you've not given this live video a thumbs up, please do
Thomas.
well. And if not subscribed to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more impactful topics on Ask Jason's Mom. Thank you very much, and do have a good night rest. Vivian, thank you so
Bye.
much for coming on
Thank
board.
you.
Please go and rest. Eh?
All right.
Well
Can
done,
we?
Mama. All right.
Bye.
Good night. Bye
Yeah.
bye.
Bye.